A very good evening, everybody. This is Gulf Harbour Radio, ZMH286, Patricia and David. And boy, it's been a stormy day in New Zealand today. Fortunately, we had Sugar Shack arrive this morning, so they didn't see much of it. But down south, there is a state of emergency in the Canterbury area. Strong fires, just the strong winds down there. They're over 100 kilometres an hour, just making it almost impossible to fight fires. And even in Wellington, they've had very strong winds, as only Wellington can have. And a branch of a tree came down and killed a man going out for a walk this morning. Up here, it hasn't been so bad. It's just been drizzly all day, but boy, when it's drizzly and the roads are slippery, it is good, and this is a warning for anybody new to New Zealand. Driver competence in Northland and Auckland areas is absolutely appalling. This morning I went to visit somebody 40 minutes away, and it took 2 hours. The highway was absolutely stopped in 2 different places. You got off to escape it on one, and then you got on for about 15 minutes of stop and go, and then you had to get off it again. It's just terrible. So keep that in mind if you're renting cars or buying a car when you come to New Zealand. Do stay off the roads when it is drizzly. Hopefully in summer we won't get too much of that sort of weather. So at the moment it's 20 degrees because we do have a nor'wester. Nice wind from further north, 10 to 15 knots only here, northwest wind of course, 1016, and it's 100% cloud cover with drizzle. It's just been like that all day. So I'm noting that Lulu is doing a decent speed, so I suspect they have quite a bit of wind. Lulu, Gulf Harbour Radio. They're about 65 miles away, so I suspect that they're not going to copy me. I'm just going to try on the Kayo radio. Lulu, Gulf Harbour Radio. No, nothing heard. I wonder if anyone's on frequency that could do a relay for me. This is Gulf Harbour asking for a relay for Lulu. Yeah, go ahead. We've got terrible interference on the radio tonight, but if you can give a call, that would be great, Mary. Over. Lulu. This is Beyond the Stars, relaying for Gulf Harbour Radio. Lulu, hold on. I'm going to let you know I can. Gulf Harbour Radio, I have Lulu. Okay, thank you very much, Mary. I have their AIS position, but if you could give me their wind speed and direction, and ask them if they need me to do anything. I think they're in touch with everybody in Opua that they need help with. They are going to be able to sail virtually all up the channel, but if you could give me their current wind speed and direction, we'll go from there. Over. It's awful. Okay, good copy. I'm going to repeat 3416 south, 17431 east, course over ground 2002, 6 knots. Southwest.
1 meter and 60 miles per second. Do you need any assistance from Gulf Harbour Radio?
Southwest already. Did you hear that?
That's the true aim. Impossible.
Okay, let's go in. And as I enjoy the last sip, I will relay this to Gulf Harbour. Gulf Harbour Radio, beyond the stars, beyond the stars.
Yeah, thanks, Mary. I've got all of that from you from both of you really, but we're just confused about the wind direction. We would imagine it would be northwest, not southwest. Could you just confirm the wind direction? Over.
I wrote down you said 200 through.
No, I want the wind speed and direction. The wind direction. Over.
Okay, you did say southwest, definitely.
Could you just confirm that with him, please? Over.
Yes. Lulu, beyond the stars, beyond the stars.
Tell me don't be at the front.
Yep.
Yes, Lulu, can you confirm the wind direction? Can you confirm the wind direction? Okay, copy that. Gulf Harbour Radio, beyond the stars. I confirm it is southwest 1.
Okay, thank you for that. Now, could you tell him that they will beat in the front? They will arrive before the front. So all is good for their current progress. Over.
It'd be about 8 or 9 feet.
Will do. They also said they are good. They've arranged for a show with the marina, but I will relay that. Hold on. Lulu, beyond the stars, beyond the stars. Gulf Harbour Radio wanted me to let you know that you will arrive before the front, so all is good. Okay, all good. Gulf Harbour Radio, beyond the stars. I relayed the message.
Yeah, thank you very much for that. Actually, that noise has settled down a bit and you're coming through really well, Mary. What is it like in Minerva at the moment?
It's good in Minerva. We have 13 boats. The wind is, we have 11 boats. The wind is from 119 through, and it's only 12 to 14 knots. It's been a beautiful day here. We finally got to go snorkeling.
Oh, that sounds really good because with being there a few days, you really deserve a day like that. So 11 boats in Minerva, and the wind is 190 true, 12 to 14 knots. Oh, wow, what a lovely day at Minerva for everyone wanting to walk on the reef. Thanks for that, Mary, and thanks for your work there contacting Lulu. They will be very pleased to arrive. Okay, I'm going to pass the microphone for those that are in Minerva and anyone else that's looking forward to getting underway in the future. Here's David.
Okay, good evening to our listeners out there. Well, our high has moved east just a wee bit, center roughly 30 south and 170 west. That's 30 south and 170 west. Pressure 1024 millibar, and the shape looks like it's flattened out, if you will, when you look at the isobars. So it's ridging to the west, but it looks rather squashed. So hopefully you have your models and you're able to see what I'm talking about there. For those approaching New Zealand, I picked a couple of spots by lunchtime tomorrow. The first one is 33 south and 174 east. The winds there will be roughly 18 knots from the northwest, with gusts 24 to 25 knots. Another spot, 35 south and 175 east, winds northwest 20, gusts to 25, and by midnight, gusts to 30 knots plus. Now the actual front that will affect North Cape all the way down to East Cape should occur around 2 a.m. Friday. This is New Zealand time, 2 a.m. Friday. Expect typical frontal weather, rain, and swells to 35 knots, 35 knots. Now, by lunchtime on Friday, the front is gone. The wind shifts to southwesterly or southerly, and it'll be about 20 knots, 20 knots. And by Saturday, for the sea area, Brett, which encompasses North Cape down to basically Marsden, southeast 10, becoming southwest 20, and Sunday, westerlies about 20 knots. And for Mary and the rest of you that are in Minerva, the winds tomorrow, lunchtime, I would expect northeasterlies about 15 knots, 15 knots. And by Friday, the winds ease just a little bit, still northeast, about 10 to 15 knots. Sounds quite lovely, really. By Saturday, as the high continues to move east, changing the shape of its isobars as before, so expect northerlies around 10 knots, 10 knots. Now, for those of you planning to make the run to New Zealand, be aware of a subtropical low approaching the North Island by Friday the 31st. That's Friday the 31st. This is more than a week away, so this date could easily change. So all I can say is stay tuned for developments in that regard. So that's about it for me. And with that, back to the chief.
Okay, and I was just looking at what boats are still out there. You will no doubt be looking forward to getting in. We have Ohana. There's quite a few Australian boats actually dragging the chain here. Ohana, this was almost a couple of hours ago, their report. They were at 33 and 176. Then, of course, there was a boat, the YA, I'm not sure how you pronounce that, a Dutch boat, small boat, is at 33.31 and 174.58. Yeah, I'll call them. Kena is at 34.06 and 173.53. And then, of course, there's Lulu, and then coming down quite close is Katoa. They're at 34.42 and 173.59. And coming down the coast, Black Marlin, that's an interesting looking boat, with a lot of carbon fibre in it. 11 minutes ago they were doing 8.1 coming down the coast, probably going into Okua. They're not far away, so they'll be in tonight. 3459 and 17407. Tempest, Norwegian, they're about to head into the bay, and coming down past the bay is My Happiness, an Australian boat just past the bay, must be coming down to Marsden, and Ava, Australian again, and further down is, I'm not sure who they are, let's have a look here, Après Ski, they might be coming down to Auckland by the look of their course. So yes, there's the swag of you are there, probably enjoying cold beers and an early night tonight. So well done, yous, and we will be back again tomorrow to see how Lulu gets on and make sure that they're in. Is there anybody else wanting to make contact? Please call.
Bang, radio check.
Yes, a radio check, and you're coming through well. Are you still in northern Tonga? Over.
Yes, we have cleared out and are anchored at Lapa Island and will leave for Minerva tomorrow morning.
Okay, so we'll give you a call tomorrow night, leaving to, you've checked out and you'll be on your way to Minerva in the morning. So we'll talk to you tonight, but your radio is doing very well, and because conditions are not all that good tonight, actually. So, well done. Just two of you on board, I presume. Over.
Yes, we are just two on board.
Okay, we'll talk to you tomorrow, and thank you for doing the radio check. Is there anybody else? Zen again, still very, very light, Mike. I'm not sure whether you're still in the same position, but very light signal. Go ahead, over.
Okay, we departed Tonga this morning. Our position is 2133 south, 17603 west, tracking 235 true at 6 knots, wind east-southeast at 14, gusting 18, seas 2 meters, on passage towards Minerva. Over.
Roger that, and it was a very clear copy actually in the end. This is Zen again, has left Tongatapu and is heading to Minerva. 2133 south, 17603 west, on a course of 235 true at 6 knots, east southeast 14 to 18, so quite pleasant. 2 metre seas though, and heading for the growing party at North Minerva. We'll call you again tomorrow night, Mike. Have a good night. Over.
Thank you. Reading you 555. So we also had the very bad interference at the start of your match, but that's first time down now.
Yes, well, I tell you what, it made me check every connection in the radio room, because you always think it's local. But then, of course, I turned on the stream from Kaio, and it was up there too. In fact, worse. So I don't know what's causing that. It doesn't sound like weather related. It just, I don't know. What ideas have you got that caused it? Over.
I have no idea as to origin, but it was very broadband. It was across many channels.
Yeah, I tried 20 metres and it was as bad there, so you're right, it was very, very broad. Okay, have a good night there. It sounds pretty pleasant. I hope it stays that way. So we'll clear with Zen again. Is there anybody else? No, nothing heard. We'll leave you all to have a good night. I know there'll be a lot of people in Opua and Marsden enjoying their first night, but I'm sorry about the weather that we've got in New Zealand. Tomorrow's going to be pretty shitty too, but with the temperature being fairly decent, that should make up for the rain and the wind. Okay, good night everybody. We are clear. If you want the frequency, it's all yours.